At this point in time, if there is one thing I'm sure of is that Rigathi Gachagua is going to be impeached. Speaker Tangula has hinted at it. The majority leader and a bunch of MPs from Mlima Kenya, senators alike. But the other thing I'm sure of is that the judiciary will overturn the whole impeachment thing of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Now, in Kenya, the plans of executive and legislative are remaining, but it is the plans of judiciary that prevails. This is why I say this. We had an opposition leader and president coming together. If you remember, President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga coming together and drafting BBI. We used to call it Building Bridges Initiative. And they took it around the country from point A to Z, marketing it. MCAs were given 2 million and a car grant. MPs were also bribed. It passed out to various county assemblies. It passed in National Assembly. When it was about to be, signed into law, it was declared unconstitutional by 3 to 4 judges panel. Now, you wonder what kind of power does judiciary have? You come to realize that all the MCAs and the various county assemblies with their speakers combined with the National Assembly and the Senate, plus the president and the deputy president, can be overturned by single judge or judge panel. For that matter, again, they went and get the housing levy. Housing levy was declared unconstitutional and illegal. They went and brought an HIF fund by Susan Nahumicha. It was again declared, unconstitutional. Also, they also went ahead and brought the house levy. House levy was also declared unconstitutional. Then we move on to Governor Kawira Mwangaza. People thought she will be impeached. It was 4 times actually. First time she got impeached by Meru County Assembly. It never even got to the Senate. It was stopped by the High Court. The second she was, rescued by the third one. She was also rescued. The fourth one she was impeached at the Senate. But again, she got a court order from High Court overturning that impeachment. Until now, she's comfortable in her office. Now, just as if a mere governor who nobody like or even support in a mere account amongst leaders or leadership can get court order twice to overturn her impeachment, you want to tell me that a whole deputy president with that big budget, that big office with all the connections and intelligence cannot get court order overturning Rigathi's impeachment? Those who watched yesterday's Rigathi interview on Citizen TV yesterday, at no point this guy was looking worried. At no point he was looking bothered like someone who is about to be fired. He was just okay. Same like a confident Ruto had when he said that a declared BBI will go. Actually, he said these words and quote, that BBI is going nowhere. That reggae will stop. He knew what was coming from the court. And it is the same confidence I'm seeing with Rigathi Gachagua. There will be no impeachment. The whole thing will be overturned. So to cut a long story short, this impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua is going to create a monster in Kenya. Actually, in Kenyan politics. Remember, anytime you fight someone like they're doing to Rigathi or Rigathi, they're just giving him mileage. This guy is gaining mileage day and night. Yeah? And you remember he has kept his enemies closer. Like now he's claiming that Ruto is allowing his cronies or aides to fight him day and night. Ruto is not defending him any time. He's not ready to defend him in any time soon in this. Actually, he has been pleading with Ruto to tell his people to stop impeachment. But It's like singing or playing a guitar to a goat, or wanasema kuchezea mbuzi guitar. Nothing's happening. So I want to assure you today, the court is going to overturn this Rigathi impeachment. The moment this thing will be declared, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and it's in public domain. Rigathi Gachagwa is going to be impeached. The court will overturn all this. And as you speak, I'm sure Rigathi has the intelligence about the impeachment thing. So let's wait and see how the events will unfold tomorrow. But what I know, Rigathi is going nowhere. Remember, he's banking on public participation to save his skin as MPs plan to table motion for his impeachment at the National Assembly anytime from now. Yesterday, he was addressing locals in Meru. He said kicking him out of the Kenya Kwanza administration would not be a walk in the park like lawmakers want to appear. He also said from the meetings he had held over the past 1 week, the people in the Mount Kenya region are not interested in seeing him out of the government. And he said public participation is enriched in the constitution before such matter as impeachment is decided, adding that it's not done just like that. He knows what he's saying, and he's sure he's not going to be impeached. He also said we must follow the law and the constitution, which is clear, where the parliament cannot be left alone to handle such serious matter. When he says that, he means he knows that there is court, there is judiciary, and the judiciary is the final. Just the scenario I gave in my previous statement that Kawira Mwangaza was impeached 4 times. Yeah, at the MCA, then at Senate, final, then court overturned everything. Right now, she stays in the office comfortably doing her work. So same going to apply to Rigathi. So concerning the allegation that officers from his maybe office were involved in sponsoring the agencies, uprising that saw parliament invaded and part of it set on fire on June 25th, Gachagwa wondered whether the 3 people being accused could mobilize the kind of protests that were witnessed in the country that time. So he's just trying to gather the evidence. And remember, with connections, intelligence, and also the budget and the power he has, there's no way Rigathi will miss to have connections and also influence over the judiciary. There must be somebody who will, a panel of judges that will come up with at least something that will overturn all this. He also cautioned that if MPs went ahead and impeached him, Kenyans will also lose trust in leaders, especially President Ruto, who is on record saying he will never take his deputy through the suffering he himself underwent under former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember, as I said, when you are fighting or attacking someone, very particular person is gaining mileage. Just like to Uhuru Kenyatta with Ruto. When Ruto stayed quiet and Uhuru Kenyatta was like, attacking him and all that, who knew that he will come over and pick, win the presidential election, become the president. So, same Rigathi, he's just gaining momentum as they fight him day out, day in. So let's see how the events unfold.